I bless you with a desire to repent.
Travis Wingitzel. So now that you know that the church isn't true, you're not going to church today, right? Why are you still going? There is nothing about the church that is true. No, nothing. You can't have a spiritual feeling to deny the facts and the evidence and the history of the church. And so again, let's go over everything for you. You think we're Christian. Why? Spiritual failing again? You can't use the prophets. You must use the scriptures. The Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants. And so let's go to the first vision. Verse 19. What is said there? All of Christianity is wrong. Okay? So are you wanting to be Christian still? Why is Christianity wrong? He tells us their creeds are an abomination. What is the first creed that created and started Christianity? Oops. Constantine, Roman Emperor, 325 AD, technically CE. Jesus is now the Christ. That was their designation. All other previous religions, which the Catholic Church called pagan, had their own Christ. That was Hercules, Perseus, Horus, Dionysus, etc. So what makes Jesus true? There is no claim. And yet, this church, the Church of Jesus Christ, you now know from the first vision, is the great and abominable church that Joseph Smith warned about, that the Book of Mormon warns about. Should we keep on going? Because it's already game, set, match. Now it's just beating the dead pillow. I don't want to hurt horses. And so, the Joseph Smith history, is it literal history? Did Joseph Smith use a rock and a hat? Didn't bother to tell us? No, he says they are visions. They have nothing to do with literal history. This is why he does not talk about his first child's death as for the cause of the loss of the 116 pages. That was not germane to the vision that he's trying to teach us. And so, the spring of 1820, symbolic. 21st of September, do you remember? Symbol. He's trying to teach us. In fact, there's a pattern. 2 times, 4 times, 22nd September. Because the 21st is technically on the 22nd. Jewish. And again, yeah, we're Jewish. Jewish Kabbalists. We're not Christian. Are you going to deny this? Are you going to get angry at me? Are you going to go WTF? use the acronym, you're not even being Christ-like in accepting, well, you're rejecting that you're Christian. You're not supposed to be Christian. Everything falls apart on you. And you just curl up in a ball in your spiritual witness and repeat over and over again, the church is true, the church is true, the church is true. There is nothing true about this church. And so is Jesus coming for the second coming? Hell no. He doesn't exist. We've already debunked him. He was a creation of Constantine. Which means the Gospels are not literal history either. And so you can't claim that Jesus is not Constantine's Jesus, but is a Jesus prior to Constantine's creation of Jesus. You're doing exactly what Constantine did. You're just moving the date back. An anachronism. This is the danger of the church because of their lies and their deceptions. Because the Book of Mormon, not literal history. 1 Nephi chapter 1 verse 2, learning of the Jews. 2 Nephi chapter 25 verse 1, manner of prophesying. The Book of Revelation. Moroni chapter 8 verse 33. It is not literal history. It is symbolically written as prophecy for when? The latter days, duh. Everything is prophecy for the latter days. The Bible, Book of Mormon, Joseph Smith's visions. The second vision with Nephi, not Moroni. They can't even get those right. They've altered all of Joseph Smith's writings. And yet they're giving us the original documents, knowing that you're not even going to look them up, that you're just going to curl up in your little spiritual witness bubble and keep repeating over and over again, the church is true, church is true, church is true, as you continue to get conned and scammed by giving the church your tithing money. If Jesus is not coming because Jesus does not exist, and you're giving the church their money, your money, there's no salvation for you. There's no exaltation for you. They don't have the authority and the power to save you at any level. Because they're lying, they're deceiving, they're conning you. They're stealing your money with the front of religion, with an idol god. And they just twist a little bit to fool you. And they don't even bother to let you know the truth. They've changed Joseph Smith. They turned him Christian. They turned his Christ into Jesus rather than the Jewish version of a mortal man. This kind of an organization is not only criminal, but they are a threat to you and to this nation and to the world. This is the warning that I am giving you. Get out of the church. Run like you would a natural disaster or a plague or a virus. Oops. According to well, we won't get into that. But section 45, verse 31, 32. Look it up. That's the danger that they pose. There's more coming. See, the Book of Mormon has prophecy. I'm concerned because 3 Nephi chapter 7 verse 1 is the time period that we are in right now. And we've got the State of the Union coming up. And so I'm very concerned. As we've got the natural disasters that are part of that. But, yeah, I'm going to make you look it up. So, again, what? You don't even do good. They don't do good. All the charity, it's all a fraud. They get it from you, from donations. They then give it to an organization. There are Mormons involved. Those Mormons launder the money back as tithing to the church. Even the prophets launder the money. They are on an assisted living, a living allowance. That money comes from other sources of income. And yet we saw from Irene's paycheck stub that he pays tithing. You don't pay tithing on a living allowance. You don't do that. I've known Mormons who were on a living allowance. You don't pay tithing on that. And yet the prophets are doing that. Why? Because it's laundering the money into tithing. That is a crime, in case you didn't know. But then those organizations, such as this place that the church donated to, and they're getting tithing back off of us being sheltered, harbored. That's human trafficking. This is how evil the church is. And so when they talk about Jesus coming, setting up the kingdom of God on the earth, wait a minute, we're under the United States of America. What are you talking about? They're talking about overthrowing the government. And what kind of a government are they going to have? Oh, it'll be happy and peaceful. Everything will be great. No, try Handmaid's Tale. I couldn't watch past episode 1. But there's season 4 that I'm converting. It was so disturbing because it hit so close to home. I saw elements of that episode in the church under Brigham Young, and it's coming back. That's the horror that awaits us if they win. That's why you need to leave. There's a reason why the homeless are not given housing. We're being exterminated here. The poor are being replaced. So run. Because going to church, why? Why? Again, no Jesus. So everything you've been told is a lie. The scriptures are prophecies for the latter days. You refuse to watch my videos. You refuse to watch this one. Just leave. It's for your safety and protection. I have nothing to gain from it. You leave? Okay, so what? You're not following me. You're not giving me money. I'm not asking for it. I'm just trying to save you. Because you're getting hurt, whether you realize it or not. Just by the fact that they're stealing your money and using it for crime. Run.